The big day had finally come. Humans were ready to show the universe what they could do. After years of hard work, Earth scientists had built huge spaceships that could travel faster than light. Everyone on Earth felt excited and proud. Captain Sarah Lee stood on the bridge of the Earth's biggest spaceship, the Star Jumper. She looked at her crew, a mix of the best pilots, scientists, and diplomats from all over the world. "Today we make history," she said with a smile. The Star Jumper took off from Earth, its engines glowing bright blue. People all over the planet watched on their screens, cheering as the ship disappeared into the stars. Captain Lee and her crew felt nervous but ready. They were going to meet the Galactic Council, a group of alien races that ruled space. After a long journey, the Star Jumper arrived at the Galactic Council's huge space station. It looked like a giant silver flower floating in space. Captain Lee took a deep breath. "This is it, team. Let's show them what humans can do." The human team walked into the council's big meeting room. Aliens of all shapes and sizes sat around a round table. Some had blue skin, others had tentacles, and one even looked like a talking tree. At first, the aliens seemed impressed by the humans. "Welcome, Earth people," said a tall, green alien with 3 eyes. "We are the Galactic Council. We're surprised you made it here so fast. Your species is younger than most." Captain Lee stepped forward. "Thank you for having us. We're excited to join the galactic community and share our ideas." But then things started to go wrong. When the humans showed the aliens their technology, the council members began to laugh. They pointed at the Star Jumper's engine plans. "You call that a spaceship?" chuckled a blob-like alien. "It's so slow and old-fashioned." Another alien with 4 arms picked up a human computer. "Look at this ancient thing," it said. "My children play with toys smarter than this." Captain Lee tried to stay calm. "We may be new to space travel, but we learned fast. We have lots to offer the galaxy." The head of the council, a shiny robot-like being, spoke in a cold voice. "Humans are too far behind. You're not ready to join us. Come back in 1,000 years when you've grown up." The human team felt shocked and embarrassed. They had thought they were so advanced, but now they felt small and stupid. Some of the younger crew members looked like they might cry. But Captain Lee wasn't ready to give up. She stood tall and looked the council in the eye. "We may not be as advanced as you, but we have something special. Humans never give up. We'll prove ourselves to you. Just wait and see." The aliens just laughed more. "Go home, little humans," said the tree-like alien. "Space is too big and scary for you." With heavy hearts, the human team went back to the Star Jumper. As they flew home, they were quiet and sad. But slowly their sadness turned to anger, and then to determination. "They think we're a joke," said Dr. Chen, the ship's top scientist. "We'll show them what humans can really do." Captain Lee nodded. "When we get home, we'll work harder than ever. We'll make ships and computers that will amaze them. And we'll learn everything we can about these aliens. Knowledge is power." As Earth came into view, the crew's spirit lifted. They knew they had a big job ahead, but they were ready for the challenge. Captain Lee sent a message to the world leaders. "The Galactic Council laughed at us today, but their laughter will only make us stronger. Humans have always faced big challenges, and we've always overcome them. Now we have the biggest challenge of all, to prove ourselves to the entire galaxy. But I believe in us. Together, we'll show the universe what humanity can do." When the Star Jumper landed, crowds were waiting. People looked confused when they saw the sad faces of the crew. Captain Lee told everyone what had happened. At first, people felt angry and upset, but then something amazing occurred. All over the world, humans began to work together like never before. Countries that were once enemies now shared their best ideas. Scientists worked day and night to make better spaceships and smarter computers. Children in schools studied harder, dreaming of the day they could help Earth reach the stars. The aliens had tried to make humans feel small, But instead, they had given humanity a reason to dream big. The people of Earth were united with one goal: to prove the Galactic Council wrong. As Captain Lee watched all this, she smiled to herself. The aliens think they've seen everything, she thought. But they haven't seen anything yet. Humanity is just getting started. After the embarrassing meeting with the Galactic Council, Earth changed fast. People everywhere wanted to prove the aliens wrong. Countries that used to fight now worked together. The whole world had one big goal: to get ready for space. World leaders met in a big room in New York. They all looked serious. The President of the United States stood up to speak. "Friends, we face our biggest challenge ever," she said. "The aliens think we're weak and stupid. We need to show them how strong humans can be when we work together." Leaders from China, Russia, India, and other countries nodded. They all agreed to share their best ideas and resources. It was the first time in history that the whole world truly united. Scientists and engineers from all over the planet started working day and night. They wanted to make the coolest space technology ever. In a big lab in Japan, Dr. Yuki Tanaka led a team making new space engines. "Our new ships will be 10 times faster than the Star Jumper," Dr. Tanaka told her team. "The aliens won't laugh at these." In Africa, another team worked on special materials for spaceships. These materials could stand the heat of stars and the cold of deep space. The leader, Dr. Kwesi Osi, held up a shiny piece of metal. "This will keep our astronauts safe," he said proudly. "No alien weapon can break it." But Earth didn't just focus on defense. They also made new weapons, just in case. In a secret base under the ocean, Captain Lee worked with military experts from around the world. "We hope we never have to use these," Captain Lee said, looking at the powerful new space guns. "But if the aliens attack, we'll be ready." As adults worked hard, kids got excited about space too. Schools started teaching more about science and aliens. Children drew pictures of spaceships and made up stories about exploring the stars. In a small school in Brazil, a young girl named Maria raised her hand in class. "Teacher," she asked, "can I be a space captain when I grow up?" The teacher smiled. "Of course, Maria. If you study hard, you can be anything you want. Maybe you'll lead us to new planets one day." But the biggest surprise came from an unexpected place. In a small town in India, a 12-year-old boy named Ravi Patel was always playing with computers. He was so smart that people called him a genius. One day, Ravi had a big idea. "What if we could think like the aliens?" Ravi asked his parents. "If we know how they think, we can guess what they'll do next." Ravi worked day and night on his computer. He created a special program, an artificial intelligence that could learn and think in alien ways. At first, nobody believed a kid could make something so amazing. But when scientists tested Ravi's AI, they were shocked. "This is incredible," said Dr. Elena Popov, a famous computer expert. "Ravi's AI can predict alien strategies better than our best supercomputers." The world leaders were so impressed that they put Ravi in charge of a special project. He worked with the best scientists to make his eye even better. They called it the Alien Mind Reader. Meanwhile, Captain Lee trained new astronauts. They learned how to fight in space and talk to aliens. They practiced in big pools that felt like zero gravity and in machines that spun them around like crazy. "It's hard," said one, a new astronaut from Mexico. "But I'll do whatever it takes to protect Earth." As months passed, Earth changed in amazing ways. New factories made spaceships that looked like something from a dream. The alien mind reader got so smart it could guess what people were thinking, and humans learned more about space than ever before. 1 year after the meeting with the Galactic Council, the leaders of Earth met again. This time, they were smiling. "We've come so far," said the president. "Our ships are faster, our weapons are stronger, and our people are united. We're almost ready." But just as she finished speaking, alarms started ringing. A young officer ran into the room, looking scared. "Madam President, he said, breathing hard. Our long-range sensors have detected something. A massive alien fleet is heading towards our solar system. The room went quiet. Then Captain Lee stood up, her eyes shining with determination. "This is what we've been preparing for," she said. "It's time to show the galaxy what humans can do. Earth is ready." As the news spread, people all over the world looked up at the sky. They felt scared, but also brave. Whatever was coming, Earth would face it together. The aliens had mocked humanity, but now humanity was ready to prove them wrong. The news of the alien fleet spread fast. All over Earth, people looked up at the sky with worry. In the big control room at Space Defense HQ, Captain Lee and her team watched the giant screen. It showed thousands of red dots moving towards Earth. "How many ships?" Captain Lee asked, her voice tight. Dr. Chen checked the numbers. "At least 10,000 alien ships. Maybe more. They'll reach us in 1 week." The room went quiet. Even with all their new technology, Earth only had 1,000 spaceships. They were outnumbered big time. Captain Lee took a deep breath. "Okay, team. We knew this day might come. Let's get to work." All around the world, people started to get ready. Cities built big shelters underground. Farmers stored food. Families packed emergency bags. Everyone hoped for the best but prepared for the worst. In New York, a little boy named Tommy helped his mom pack. "Are the mean aliens going to hurt us?" he asked. His mom hugged him tight. "Don't worry, sweetheart. Our brave space pilots will protect us." But the space pilots were worried too. Juan, the astronaut from Mexico, looked at his new spaceship. It was shiny and powerful, but would it be enough? "I'm scared," he told his friend Aisha. "What if we can't stop them?" Aisha nodded. "I'm scared too. But remember what Captain Lee says. Humans never give up. We'll find a way." As the alien fleet got closer, Ravi worked harder than ever on his alien mind reader. The young genius hardly slept, trying to guess what the aliens would do. "There has to be a reason they're coming," Ravi said, his eyes red from too much computer time. "If we can figure out why, maybe we can stop them." The alien mind reader peeped and showed a new message. Ravi's eyes went wide. "Oh no," he whispered. "This is bad." He ran to tell Captain Lee what he found out. The aliens weren't just coming to fight. They wanted to take over Earth and use humans as slaves. Captain Lee called the world leaders right away. On a big video call, she told them the bad news. "The aliens think we're weak," she said. "They want to use us to do their hard work. We can't let that happen." The leaders agreed. They decided to ask the Galactic Council for help. Even though the Council had laughed at humans before, maybe they would help now. Earth sent its fastest ship to the Council's space station. The pilot, a brave woman named Zora, flew faster than anyone ever had before. When she got there, she ran into the Council room. "Please, you have to help us," Zora said. "Mean aliens are coming to attack Earth." But the alien leaders just laughed again. The robot-like head of the council spoke in a cold voice. "Humans are not our problem," it said. "If you can't defend yourselves, you don't deserve to live among the stars." Zora couldn't believe it. "But millions of people will die," she cried. The tree-like alien waved its branches. "Millions die every day in the galaxy. Why should we care about one little planet?" Sad and angry, Zara flew back to Earth. When she told everyone what happened, people were shocked. They had hoped the council would help, but now they knew they were all alone. Fear spread around the world. In London, people fought over food in stores. In Tokyo, traffic jammed the streets as families tried to leave the city. In Rio de Janeiro, crowds gathered to pray in churches. But not everyone gave up hope. In his lab, Dr. Tanaka worked on a secret plan. "If we can't beat them with size," he said, "we'll beat them with smarts." In her ship, Captain Lee sent a message to all Earth's defenders. "The aliens think they know everything about us," she said. "But they don't know about human courage. We've faced big problems before. We'll face this one too." As the alien fleet got closer, Earth got ready for the biggest fight ever. People hugged their families and hoped for the best. Pilots climbed into their spaceships, ready to defend their home. In New York, little Tommy looked up at the sky. He couldn't see the aliens yet, but he knew they were coming. "Be brave," he whispered to himself. "Be brave like the space pilots." The whole world held its breath. In just 3 days, the alien ships would arrive. Earth's spaceships took off, flying up to meet the enemy. Captain Lee looked at her crew on the Star Jumper. "This is it," she said. "Everything we've worked for comes down to this. Whatever happens, I'm proud of all of you. Now let's show those aliens what humans can do." As the Star Jumper flew into space, millions watched from Earth. The biggest fight in human history was about to begin, and no one knew how it would end. The sky turned red as the alien ships entered Earth's solar system. Thousands of them, big and small, filled the space around Mars. Earth's ships looked tiny next to them, but the human pilots weren't scared. They were ready to fight. Captain Lee's voice came through every ship's radio. "Remember your training," she said. "We may be small, but we're smart and brave. Let's show them what Earth can do." The alien ships fired first. Huge beams of light shot towards Earth. But they didn't hit. Earth's new shields, made from the special metal Dr. O.C. created, blocked the attacks. "It's working," shouted Dr. O.C. from his lab. "Our shields are holding." Now it was Earth's turn. Captain Lee gave the order. "All ships, attack pattern Alpha." Earth's ships zoomed forward. They looked like they were going to hit the big alien ships head-on. The aliens got ready to blast them. But at the last second, the Earth ships split up. They flew in all directions, confusing the aliens. "They're too fast," an alien leader yelled. "We can't hit them." Earth's pilots used every trick they knew. They flew loops and spins that the aliens had never seen before. Some alien ships crashed into each other trying to catch the humans. On Earth, people watched the battle on big screens. They cheered every time a human ship dodged an attack. In New York, little Tommy jumped up and down. "Look, Mom," he yelled. "Our ships are winning." But the aliens had a trick too. They sent out small robot ships. There were millions of them, too many to dodge. Earth's ships started getting hit. "We need help," Juan shouted as his ship shook from an attack. That's when Ravi's alien mind reader came in handy. It had learned how the alien robots thought. Ravi sent a special code to all Earth's ships. "Use this to confuse the robot ships," Ravi said. The human pilots put the code in their computers. Suddenly, the robot ships got all mixed up. They started flying in circles and crashing into each other. "It's working," Aisha yelled happily. "Ravi, you're a genius." But the battle was far from over. The alien mothership, as big as a city, moved towards Earth. It had a weapon that could destroy whole planets. "We have to stop that ship," Captain Lee said. "All fighters, follow me." The Star Jumper led the attack on the mothership. Hundreds of Earth ships flew towards it, firing all their weapons. The big ship's shields were strong, but they started to weaken. Inside the mothership, the alien leader got angry. "Impossible," it yelled. "How can these humans fight so well?" Just then, Dr. Tanaka's secret plan came into action. He had built tiny robot bugs that could eat alien metal. Earth pilots dropped thousands of these bugs on the mothership. At first, nothing happened. Then the huge ship started to fall apart. Bits of metal floated off into space. The aliens didn't know what to do. "Our ship is breaking," they yelled. "Retreat! Retreat!" As the mothership turned to run away, Captain Lee saw their chance. "This is it," she shouted. "Everyone, fire at the weak spot." All of Earth's ships fired at once. Their shots hit the mothership right where the metal bugs had eaten away the shield. There was a huge explosion. The giant ship broke into pieces. Cheers erupted from every human ship. On Earth, people hugged each other and cried happy tears. The alien fleet, seeing their leader destroyed, started to run away. "We did it," Juan shouted. "We actually did it." But Captain Lee knew it wasn't over yet. Many alien ships were still fighting. Earth had won a battle, but the war wasn't finished. "Stay focused, everyone," she said. "We've surprised them, but they're still dangerous." As the battle continued, both sides took heavy losses. Broken ships floated in space. Brave pilots on both sides were hurt or lost. On Earth, doctors got ready to help injured pilots. Scientists worked on fixing damaged ships. Everyone did their part to keep fighting. As the sun set on the first day of the great space battle, humans felt something new: hope. They had stood up to the biggest enemy they'd ever faced. They hadn't won yet, but they had proved they could fight back. In his bed that night, little Tommy looked up at the stars. Some of them were moving, ships still fighting far above. "Go Earth," he whispered before falling asleep. The battle was far from over, but humanity had shown the galaxy something important. Humans were not weak. They were not stupid, and they would never, ever give up. 3 days into the big space fight, things started to change. The aliens weren't laughing anymore. They were worried. Humans were fighting better than anyone thought they could. Captain Lee sat in her ship, looking at the battle map. Earth had lost many ships, but so had the aliens. And now, humans were starting to win more fights. "We've destroyed half their fleet," said Aisha, looking excited. "Maybe we can really win this." But Captain Lee knew it wasn't over yet. "Stay sharp," she told her team. "The aliens still have tricks we haven't seen." She was right. The alien leader, angry about losing so many ships, decided to do something mean. It sent a group of ships to attack Earth itself. "They're heading for New York," shouted one, looking at his radar. Captain Lee made a quick decision. "Aisha, Juan, take your teams and protect the city. I'll lead the fight up here." As alien ships entered Earth's sky, people got scared. In New York, Tommy and his mom ran to an underground shelter. They could hear explosions above. "I'm scared, Mom," Tommy said, holding her hand tight. "Me too, sweetie," she said. "But remember, our brave pilots are protecting us." High above the city, Aisha and Juan led their ships against the aliens. They flew between tall buildings, chasing alien ships. "Watch out for the people below," Juan yelled as he shot down an alien fighter. Aisha saw an alien ship aiming at a school. Quick as lightning, she flew in front of it and shot it down. The school was safe. All over the world, scenes like this played out. Humans defended their cities bravely. Regular people helped too. Firefighters put out fires caused by the fight. Doctors treated hurt people. Everyone worked together. Meanwhile, in space, Captain Lee saw a chance to win. The alien ships attacking Earth left a hole in their defense. "All ships, follow me," she ordered. "We're going to hit their command center." The Star Jumper led a group of Earth's best ships on a daring attack. They flew right into the middle of the alien fleet. Lasers and explosions lit up space around them. On Earth, Ravi watched the battle on his screens. His alien mind reader beeped with a new message. "Captain Lee," Ravi called through the radio. "I found their weakness. Their ships are all connected to one main computer. If we can shut it down, we'll stop their whole fleet." Captain Lee's eyes lit up. This was the chance they needed. But the aliens' main computer was in the middle of their biggest ship. Getting to it would be very dangerous. "I'll do it," said Captain Lee. "Juan, Aisha, keep protecting Earth." "I'm going in." The Star Jumper flew towards the aliens' biggest ship. Other Earth ships flew around it, protecting their captain. Alien ships fired at them, but Captain Lee was too fast. Inside the alien ship, things were crazy. Alarms were going off. Alien soldiers ran around, scared. Their leader was shouting orders, but no one knew what to do. They had never lost a fight before. Captain Lee's ship dodged lasers and missiles. She flew into a small opening in the big alien ship. Inside, she saw the main computer. It was huge, with blinking lights all over. "This is for Earth," Captain Lee said. She pressed the button to fire her strongest weapon. A break beam shot out from the Star Jumper. It hit the alien computer, which exploded in a shower of sparks. Suddenly, all the alien ships stopped working. "She did it," cheered Juan, watching from New York. "The aliens are confused," said Aisha. "They can't fight without their computer." All over space, alien ships floated without power. Earth ships quickly surrounded them. The big fight was over. Earth had won. People all over the world came out of their shelters. They looked up at the sky and cheered. Families hugged each other. Strangers danced in the streets. In New York, Tommy and his mom watched Earth ships fly over the city. "Mom, look," Tommy said, pointing up. "We won. The aliens are going away." Captain Lee flew the Star Jumper back to Earth. As she landed, huge crowds were there to meet her. People cheered and clapped. "You're a hero," they shouted, but Captain Lee shook her head. "We're all heroes," she said. "Every person on Earth helped win this fight. We did it together." As the sun set on Earth that day, people felt proud and happy. They had faced the biggest danger ever and won. Humans had shown the whole galaxy how strong they could be. The aliens were beaten, but the story wasn't over yet. Now Earth had to decide what to do next. How would they deal with the aliens now? What would happen to humanity's place in the galaxy? Big changes were coming, and Earth was ready for them. A week after the big fight, Earth was still celebrating. But there was also a big problem. What should they do with all the alien prisoners? Captain Lee and the world leaders met to talk about it. Some wanted to punish the aliens. Others thought they should send them home. No one could agree. "Wait," said Rady, who was now part of the big meetings. "My alien mind reader is picking up something strange. Some of the aliens are happy we won." Everyone looked confused. Captain Lee asked, "Can you find out why, Ravi?" Ravi worked on his computer. His eyes got big. "Oh wow," he said. "Some of the aliens didn't want to fight us. Their leaders made them do it." This was big news. Captain Lee decided to talk to the aliens herself. She went to the place where they were keeping the alien prisoners. With her was Ali, a smart person who knew alien languages. The alien prisoners looked scared when Captain Lee walked in, but she smiled at them. "We won't hurt you," she said. Ali translated for her. "We just want to talk." One alien, who looked like a big blue bear, stepped forward. "I am Zork," it said. "Thank you for beating our evil leaders. They were bad to us too." Captain Lee was surprised. "You didn't want to fight us." Zork shook his big head. "Many of us didn't, but we had no choice. The leaders said they'd hurt our families if we didn't fight." Other aliens nodded. They started telling stories about how mean their leaders were. Some even cried. Captain Lee and Ali listened carefully to every story. "This changes everything," Captain Lee said. She called the Earth leaders right away. Soon, Earth started treating the alien prisoners more like guests. They gave them good food and comfy places to stay. Humans and aliens began to talk and learn about each other. Zork and his friends taught humans about cool space tech. Humans showed aliens fun Earth things like music and sports. Some aliens even started to like Earth food. "Pizza is amazing," said Glorp, a green alien with 3 eyes. "We don't have anything like this at home." In New York, the city zoo invited some friendly aliens to visit. Kids like Tommy were super excited. Tommy got to shake hands, well, tentacles, with a real alien. "This is so cool," Tommy said. "I thought aliens were scary, but they're nice." But not everyone was happy. Some people still didn't trust the aliens. And there was another problem. The mean alien leaders had escaped in the confusion after the battle. No one knew where they were. Captain Lee worked hard to keep everyone calm. She talked on TV to explain things. "These aliens are not our enemies anymore," she said. "They can be our friends and teach us a lot." Ravi's alien mind reader helped a lot. It showed that most of the aliens were telling the truth. They really did want to be friends. One day, Zork came to Captain Lee with an idea. "Our home planets are probably in trouble without us," he said. "Maybe we can go home and make things better there." Captain Lee thought this was a great idea, but it would be dangerous. The mean leaders might still be out there. "We'll help you," she said. "Earth will send ships with you to keep you safe." The world leaders liked this plan. They started getting ships ready for a big space trip. Humans and friendly aliens would go together to help fix the aliens' homeworlds. Thousands of aliens and humans signed up to go. Juan and Aisha were some of the first to volunteer. "It'll be like a big adventure," Juan said, excited. "And we'll be making the galaxy a better place," added Aisha. As the day to leave got closer, humans and aliens had a big party. There was music, dancing, and lots of pizza. Everyone was excited about the trip. At the party, Tommy met Zork. The big blue alien was gentle and funny. "When I grow up, I want to be a space explorer like you," Tommy told him. Zork laughed. "Maybe someday, you and I can explore the stars together, little human." The next day, it was time to go. A huge crowd came to watch the ships take off. Captain Lee stood with Zork, ready to lead the mission. "Today, we start a new chapter," Captain Lee said to everyone. "Humans and aliens working together to make the galaxy a better place for all of us." As the ships took off, people cheered and waved. Aliens waved back with tentacles, paws, and weird bendy arms. Earth had changed so much. Just a few weeks ago, aliens were the enemy. Now they were friends going on a big adventure together. No one knew what they would find out there in space, but one thing was sure: it was going to be an amazing journey. 6 months had passed since the Earth ships left with their new alien friends. Back home, people waited for news. Then, one day, the big space radio lit up. Captain Lee's voice came through, sounding happy and excited. "Earth, this is Captain Lee. We have amazing news." Everyone on Earth stopped what they were doing to listen. In New York, Tommy and his mom joined a big crowd in Times Square. Giant screens showed Captain Lee's face. "We've visited 10 alien worlds," Captain Lee said. "On each one, we helped the people there stand up to the mean leaders. And guess what? They all want to be friends with Earth now." The crowd in Times Square cheered. All over the world, people celebrated. Humans had not just won a war. They had made the galaxy a better place. But Captain Lee wasn't done. "There's more," she said. "The Galactic Council wants to talk to us. They say they were wrong about humans. They want us to join them." This was huge news. Earth had gone from being laughed at to being invited to join the most powerful group in space. People couldn't believe it. A week later, a big meeting happened. The Galactic Council came to Earth this time. They met with world leaders in a huge room in New York. Millions of people watched on TV. The head of the council, the robot-like alien, stood up to speak. Its voice wasn't cold anymore. It sounded sorry. "People of Earth," it said, "we made a big mistake. We thought you were weak and stupid, but you proved us wrong. You are brave and kind. You make the galaxy better. We want you to join us and help lead the stars." The room was quiet for a moment. Then everyone started clapping and cheering. Earth was going to join the Galactic Council. But the best part was still to come. The world leaders had a surprise. They asked Captain Lee to speak for Earth. She walked to the front, looking proud in her shiny uniform. "Thank you," Captain Lee said. "We're happy to join the council, but we have some ideas to make it better." She explained that Earth wanted the council to be fairer. All alien worlds, big or small, should have a say. And they should help planets that need it, not just laugh at them. "We want a galaxy where everyone can be friends," Captain Lee said, "where we explore and learn together. Will you help us make that happen?" The council members looked at each other. Then they all nodded. The head alien spoke again. "Earth is right," it said. "We will change. Together, we'll make a better galaxy for everyone." From that day on, things in space got much better. Earth helped make new rules for the galaxy. These rules said that big aliens couldn't be mean to little ones. Everyone had to help each other. Humans started to travel all over space. They made friends on many worlds. Earth became famous for its music, its food, and its way of making friends. Scientists from Earth worked with alien scientists. Together, they made amazing new things. They found cures for big space sicknesses. They made ships that could go faster than ever before. On Earth, life changed too. Aliens came to visit all the time. It was normal to see a blue bear-like alien eating pizza in New York, or a three-eyed green alien surfing in Australia. Schools taught kids about all the different aliens in space. Tommy's class even had 2 alien kids in it now. "It's so cool," Tommy told his mom. Zork Jr. can change colors when he feels different feelings. 10 years after the big space battle, Earth had a party. People from all over the galaxy came. The party was to remember how humans and aliens became friends. At the party, Captain Lee, now Admiral Lee, gave a speech. She stood on a stage with Zork, Juan, Aisha, and Ravi. "Look how far we've come," she said. 10 years ago, we thought we were alone in space. Now we have friends on 1,000,000 worlds." Zork spoke next. "Humans taught us something important," he said. "They showed us that being different isn't bad. It's what makes the galaxy wonderful." As Admiral Lee looked out at the crowd, she saw humans and aliens all mixed together. They were laughing, talking, and having fun. It was exactly what she had dreamed of. In the front row, Tommy sat with his alien friends. He was 18 now and about to start training to be a space pilot. One day, Tommy thought, "I'll be out there too, exploring the stars." As the party went on, fireworks lit up the sky, but the lights in space were even prettier. Thousands of alien ships twinkled in the night, each one carrying friends coming to celebrate with Earth. Humans had won something bigger than a war. They had won a whole galaxy of friends, and the adventure was just beginning.